Ladies and gentlemen, here you have Christopher Livingston Eubank. I'm going to talk to you about the rules of the British Boxing Board of Control. I am the Boxing Board of Control. I have been the standard bearer since I took my position in 1990 as world champion. After that fight, you'll see a man wagging his finger at me, he was saying to me, remember who you are, remember what we are, okay? Do not bring this game of boxing into disrepute. You are now a standard bearer. Because he didn't know at that time whether I was a loose cannon. That I am, but not in terms of the rules. In the rules, I abide by them, and I've been a standard bearer for them. John Morris, I thank you for your advice. I'm grateful for it, because I've abided by it, and I'm going to implore all listening, all who hear this, to stand by the rules. The game is being played against the fighters.
This basically should have played the game, and he didn't play the game. Basically should have played the game, and he didn't play the game.
That's right. Okay.
This basically should have played the game, and he didn't play the game.
In terms of the lack of transparency, it would be a very, very, very good idea to actually let the public know what you're being paid. This is always a secret. Why is it a secret? Some of you fighters, you fought for world championships. I want you to actually comment. Tell me what you were paid for your world championship fights. Some of you will actually tell me you wasn't even paid. I know of one, personally, a friend of mine, Gary Stretch. He fought me for the middleweight championship of the world. This was in about 1991. He wasn't paid for that fight. I was having this conversation with him no more than 3 months ago. What's going on? Talk about what you're being paid. Because when you talk about it, the fellows who are earning more than the smaller fellows, you can help raise their pay packets. Let's support ourselves. Elevate other fighters, because when you elevate them, you're elevating yourself. Fighters do not seem to have any unity where they're working together. Let's work together. But they are not going to help us. Okay? Speak openly and speak truthfully about what you are doing, what you are being paid. Be honest. It will set you free. How do I know? Okay. King Rastafari, King Dreadlocks. Here's a point. One of the things I say about politicians, when a politician is the man or woman actually speaking on behalf of a constituent, have you lived in poverty? Have you lived with racism? Have you lived with inequality? You should have had to live through these, what the people are experiencing in order to make judgment on their lives. Because if you haven't lived through poverty or through discrimination or racism, if you haven't, why would I be asking for you to represent me? We have to look after each other. What I'm saying is you need people with experience to actually oversee that the rules are adhered to. If you don't have people who know what can happen when these rules are flouted, my brothers, like my brother, will continue to die. So let me say it like this: don't do this to my brother. I wish I could have said this, at the start of his career. Don't do this to where I have to go to the hospital and see him constantly locked in his own body.
I'm a 147 fighter, he's a 160 fighter. And, I'm a 147 fighter, he's a 160 fighter. And I chose to have this fight at 160, and then I will be dropping back down at 147 to capture the WBC world title. But this will be my only fight at this weight.
Heavyweights fight heavyweights. Cruiserweights fight cruiserweights. Middleweights fight middleweights. Welterweights fight welterweights. If these rules are flouted by the promoters, they have to have their licenses revoked. This is why the Conor Ben versus Junior will not happen. We are the gladiators. We are the ones who shape the minds of the society when it comes to chivalry, when it comes to taking care of your neighbor, when it comes to taking care of the lady, the older lady, when it comes to actually being the standard bearer within the community. We are the example. What we do, people follow. We inspire them to follow. We just can't have these promoters trampling our statutes. I will not have it. This is about the rules. This is about keeping our society as great. We are Great Britain. And I say that as a Rasta. And again, who wants to challenge me? Any of you promoters, pick your forum. Speak to me. I will come out to any forum and speak to any of you guys talking about we should be able to do this. I'll talk to you about catch weights. It is out. Look at Michael Watson. Michael Watson came in at 11 stones 10 for a 12 stone fight. Why? How much did that contribute to his injuries? This is real. This ain't no joke. You know, you've looked at Michael. You've seen the videos of what he went through. He went from a beautiful man to a disabled man, to a vegetable, and has fought back for years and is still regenerating, still trying to regain mobility. Man, you know, it's not me reminding you, look at what's happening. He came in at 11 stones 10. He should have come in 2 pounds heavier. You know, what did that contribute to his injury? What did that take away from him to make it so that he suffered the injury that he did? You know, it's real. This is the lives of people who we have to protect. A policy to have fighters who have earned the position in the rankings. If you earn the position, you should get the shot at the title or one of the titles. You know, where promoters are leaving fighters on the slow track. You know, look at what they've done to Conor. How do you have 3 fights in 3 years? Who did that to you? Whatever happens in terms of Junior's career, public always keep watch of these promoters because they're after him. Okay, so again, to get into that, I don't want to get into it because it becomes trivial. It becomes talk. It becomes distraction. Let's just keep to the rules. The rules are, you know, if you are 160, you fight someone who is 160, not someone who is 200 pounds, not someone who is 147 pounds. Otherwise, you're making us nonsense, and that we are not. We are Great Britain. I don't just like this country, I am this country. I'm proud of this country. Of what it's supposed to be. And we are only going to get it straight and get it right by standing by the rules. So we can start with boxing first and then branch out and expand. We don't get this right, how do you expect to get anything else right? I've asked, perhaps, to go onto the board of control. I'm your teeth. Money can't buy me. What are you going to do? Threaten me with what? I know you don't want to fight me. You want to hurt me? I'm untouchable. I'm invincible. I'm impregnable. Why? I came through your system. And look at me. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Kind. Forgiving. What I'm doing is I'm talking about protecting those who are in the fold. I'm talking about protecting my troops, my brothers. I think enough said? Now, any further questions regarding the rules and the British Boxing Board of Control, I'm happy to answer. But with that answer will come the passion I have for protecting the fighters whose lives are at risk by these unscrupulous people.